Hey everybody, what's up? It's Chris. Wednesday night, live stream, all that good stuff. Gonna tell a couple stories tonight and maybe do a little bit of a Q&A. It's gonna be a shorter live stream than normal. And I just uploaded a video to my email here. Here it is. I need to get that. Okay. All right, there we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's a nice enough night out here. How have I been? I've been good. How have you been, Brooke? Talked to Craig today on the phone for a little while. And hung out with my friend Cody. We went walking through the cemetery up here, and did a little bit of videos out there. So hopefully those come out and they'll be in one of my upcoming videos for you guys. You were sleeping for Monday's stream. Damn autocorrect. So, let's see. So, I want to tell you guys something that happened last night. So, last night, there I was. You guys know I'm a night owl. So, after I did my, I went live on Twitch last night for a couple hours. And then when I was done on there, I went in, got some food, and I started looking for something to watch on Netflix. I ended up watching Ancient Aliens, and then I fell asleep on the couch. I was pretty tired. So I fell asleep, and then I woke up probably around 3:30 a.m. and continued to watch some TV. And when I was on the couch, I noticed a weird flash on my inside of my curtain, and I guess subconsciously I knew it didn't belong, but consciously I basically told myself, oh, probably a flash from the TV or something, or maybe even my phone, maybe my phone, I don't know. It's dark, so why would that happen? Anyway, I didn't really think too much of it. And then about probably less than 10 minutes later, I saw another flash, like a weird flash that I've never seen on the curtain. So I'm like, what? And I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, did that just do that? No. Usually you would see something like this maybe when a car headlights are coming or something. Like I live in a neighborhood, so that would be maybe if a car was backing up or pulling in. And I can see far enough left and far enough right that if it was a car, I could go out and I could, catch the car going by. It was dark out. So I get up and I run to the window. I look out there, and there's these two big guys, and they're walking with very, very bright flashlight that was centered right at the ground. They were aiming it right at the ground. I couldn't really see much, and again, it's 4 a.m, so all of the neighbors' houses that I saw, nobody had lights on except for me. And I noticed that they weren't pointing the flashlights in front of them. They were kind of just pointing them at the ground as they were walking. And so I kind of looked out the glass of my front door, and I noticed these were big guys. They were big guys, and I couldn't really tell what they were wearing, but it looked like they were wearing kind of like a jumpsuit, like Michael Myers from Halloween. And they had these flashlights. And then I also noticed the other really bizarre thing they did with their flashlight, because they didn't have it like right in front of them. It was pointing right at the ground. They shined it into the neighbor's house, like into their living room, which is apparently what they did to my house too. And that's where I saw that flash coming from. So they pointed into there, and now I'm thinking, what something isn't right here. What are these guys doing? And so it was time for my dogs to go out potty anyway. So actually I took them one at a time. I usually take them both, but I took Indy. I didn't turn the lights on. It was dark, still dark out. And So I go in the back of my house and I let Indy out, and I decide to, kind of creep up to the side of my house to see if I can see anything. And then, so I thought it would be better if I went to the other side of my house. So I went to the other side of my house and I walked around and I went to my front yard and I looked down the street to see if I could see anybody still walking, and I couldn't. So then I heard Indy bark and I'm like, oh no, he's going to wake the neighbors up. So I ran back and I'm like, shh, don't do that. And so I'm standing out there in the darkness. My eyes had adjusted. So, we're talking 4 a.m. And then I see the two guys in between the house over here. I mean, you don't know where I'm situated in my room right now, but I'm looking out into my backyard, and over here there's a house, and between these two houses I see the two men walking with a big black German Shepherd that they had. And I could see them better now. They were sheriffs. They were cops. And so at that point I'm like, uh-oh, what are the cops doing? Shining lights into people's houses. And also I have my dog out here, right here. And if they come into my yard, I don't want their dog to attack my dog. I don't want them to shoot my dog. So I'm like, Indy, come on, let's get in here. So I start taking them inside, and I start I don't turn the light on. I start peeking out, and they both come into my backyard with a flashlight. They're looking all over my backyard, and I don't know what the heck they're doing. And the only thing that came to my mind, if you guys remember, like a week ago, I told you the story about how I was walking through the neighborhood and I saw the bear. So I'm wondering, did somebody call in a bear and they're looking for the bear? That's the only thing that I could think of at the time. And I actually recorded what was going on. I haven't looked at the footage yet, so I'm not gonna show it to you guys right now. And it was really dark, so you can't really see much. So I came back inside, and I looked out my garage window because it was pretty dark in my garage. So I peeked out of my garage window, and I saw another sheriff car drive by nice and slow. Now I'm like, what's going on here? They're in my backyard, and I'm just glad I got my dog out of there before they came into my backyard. This happened this morning at 4 a.m. So I continued to watch them search in my backyard, and then the neighbor's backyard, and then down there some more. So yeah, that went on for a while, and the whole thing kind of dissipated around almost 5. So it was like an hour long. I was running back and forth, looking out the front window, looking out the back window, just trying to figure out why these cops were in my yard, and thinking that maybe they were going to come knock on my door or whatever. So I have a couple cameras in here that I was recording, that just the house surveillance or whatever. So anyway, it turns out that I found out this morning later on that there was people in the neighborhood that were they were breaking and entering around people's property, and they stole 2 cars from people that I don't know who the people were, but they don't live there very far from me in my neighborhood. And then they stole 2 cars in my neighborhood, and they dropped one of them off right near my house. So that's why the police were out on foot, looking around, looking in people's backyards, looking for anybody. So, it's possible they could have because I was standing out back with the lights off, that they could have, run up on me with my dog right there. That could have been bad. So anyway, that didn't happen. I would be surprised if somebody tried to break in my car or steal my car, because my dog hears anything and he's barking. So, anyway, that's what happened. It was weird, but the bizarre thing that happened after that, I want to, if I can, I want to show you. I kind of don't want to show you, but I do. So this has nothing to do with the story I just told you, but I don't even know if I can really. Okay, I can. All right, so I have cameras in my house, and so there's a camera. So I decided, like when this all happened, and I saw the the lights and everything that did this, to go check my surveillance camera, because I can look at a few of. I can't look at all of them, but because I don't buy the full service, but I can look at a few of them. Here I am telling you guys my home security thing. Anyway, so I pulled this up, and it's motion censored, so I can look at certain clips and stuff like that. But here's the thing: this is like over an hour before this happened. This is like 2:45 in the morning. And I'm sleeping. I fell asleep on the couch. That's why I don't want to show you, because I'm just like, oh, I look like a dead guy on the couch. And I was watching Ancient Aliens, and I fell asleep watching that. And I've told you guys all those like alien stories and whatever, but something happens in this video that I can't explain. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not the way my house is set up. It's definitely not these officers walking by my house, shining lights anywhere. This is really bizarre. It's really weird. It's a very quick clip that I'm about to show you guys. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can maybe blow that up. That's going to be good enough. That's me sleeping right there on the couch. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you this. Here we go. Check this out. If anybody can explain this, let me know. It's very bizarre. By the way, if you can see, my phone is down here, face down, so there's no like lights showing on my phone. Face down right there. So here we go. Play. There's Zeke. Now watch this. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. There's some weird flashing light right on my couch. It's not somebody shining flashlights in my house. It's just a weird light right there next to my shoulder. I don't know what it is. I'm going to play it one more time in case you guys want to see it one more time. Boom, boom. Look at that. Look at that. I have no idea what that is. There's nothing else on the couch by me, by the way. It's a pillow, and what else did I have there? I think I already put it away, but I had a bowl of watermelon. That's really weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody else knows. It was Jesus. It's not coming through my phone. No, it's not coming through my phone. My phone's down here, and that was up right in the same spot, right on the couch. Very, very weird. Swamp gas, yeah. No, there's nothing stuck between the cushions. It was like on top of the cushion. How did I think to look at that? Because of the did you just join us? Because of the other thing that happened. Because of the cops that were in my backyard last night, and I wanted to see if I could see them looking through my windows. Because the curtains are each on either side of me where I'm laying on the couch. Oh, and that's creepy. Zeke's over there looking right at the camera. I don't know if you can see it. You guys probably can't see that. But Zeke's over here with his eyes looking right at the camera. Indy's down here. Zeke's over here under the table staring at the camera. I just thought that was really weird that happened. I'll play it one more time just because. So there's Zeke. He's walking over here under the table, and he's just watching them. And there it goes. There it goes. There is nothing over there that would be doing that. Again, my phone is right here. That's the only piece of electronics right there is my phone. Nothing else. Very weird, huh? Super, super weird. It doesn't look like an orb. No, it doesn't. It just looks like a bright flashing light concentrated in one area right there on the pillow. I'm not sure what it is. It's not the TV. It's not my phone. There's no other electronics there. It's just very bizarre. Tinkerbell. So, Heat lightning. No, that lasted way too long to be heat lightning. Astral projecting. Maybe I was dreaming out in, yeah, maybe that's what I was doing. I was, because in the background, Ancient Aliens was playing. So maybe it was triggering some kind of weird brain activity. I don't know. I'm just gonna story time. Weird flashes of light. Unexplained. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Just a couple quick stories. I actually just got home a little while ago. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm here to investigate, and I did investigate, and I saw nothing. I have no explanation for what this was. I've never seen this before, but I'm going to start looking at the camera stuff more often now. Oh, Morse code. That could be, maybe it was somebody from another dimension trying to communicate with me. It might seem like that, but it's absolutely 100% definitely not my phone. My phone doesn't light up. I know some people's phones do. Mine doesn't. I don't have that. Well, I would think even if they were shining flashlights out at the time, there's no way, because there's no window directly across from me. They're on either side over there. It'd be my backyard or my front yard. And there's no way somebody from the front yard could get that in because the couch is in the way. And it was concentrated, not moving. If it was a human, you would think it would move a little bit, but it was in that exact same spot. It's almost impossible to get that to happen. I would think it's quite impossible to have that, to shine that in from anywhere outside the house. You would literally have to be standing right in front of me. And there's no window there. That's the wall leading out to my kitchen. Maybe we can dig deeper into this some other time when maybe we have like an expert or something. And I don't even know what the expert would be in. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I posted that vegan place. I posted the vegan burger pack, the Beyond Burger Pack, a week ago. They have them at my Wegmans. Yeah, definitely isolated in the room. Try to recreate it. I don't know. Definitely, yeah, it definitely wasn't a flashlight. Try it one more time. Here we go. It starts out slow and then it goes boom, 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 boom. So weird. Poltergeist, there's a good explanation. Most haunted. Britain's most haunted. No, it wasn't the TV, AJ. Kanye had a song called Flashing Lights. Flashing Lights. The Paulding Light in Michigan. No. The dogs didn't react. Well, they kind of did before. There's another clip before that I don't have uploaded where they just all of a sudden kind of look up and they look over. They both do. Camera glitch? I mean... I would say no. I wouldn't think that would be a camera glitch. That's pretty precise light pattern. Yeah, the kid from the painting, Jacob, was playing with matches. Well, if anything else moves, I'll get a notification because the camera's always set there. So, honestly, I don't know what it is. That's why I was asking if anybody else knew. It's weird. I looked at a couple different clips and it's just bizarre. Didn't I say I have a ghost? I don't know. I don't really believe in ghosts, but I mean, it could be. It could be a ghost. It could be another dimension. It could be aliens. It could be a lot of things. Taylor. I don't know who Sean Baker is. It does kind of look like it's coming from under the pillow. But I assure you, I have nothing on me. I just laid down, my phone is next to me, and yeah, there's nothing else that it could be there. I didn't have anything else. No, there's no lamps over there. There's brass. I got one that goes out like this, but it's like a dark color one. It's just a cheap Target one. Yeah, I don't know. And the fact that if it was somebody walking by outside, I don't think it would stay stationary where it stayed exactly. You wish you didn't know who Sean Baker was. So should I just not know who Sean Baker is and keep it that way? Let's see. Sean Baker is the MD who is a carnivore and has a carnivore challenge. I don't need to know who he is. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Something in the pillow. Dun, dun, dun. A portal that failed. What if the portal didn't fail? What if there's something else in this house with me now that came from another dimension? The plant fireball incident. You think it's Big Josh in the pillow? I would hope not. That would be a pretty big pillow, but it's very small, so that would lead me to think pretty unsettling things. Maybe it was a portal. Maybe I missed my chance to go to the Andromeda. It could be. Maybe I'm not Chris. Maybe I'm Cirque. Chris spelled backwards. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I thought I would share that with you guys today. Yeah, since we talked last, really not much has happened other than those two things. Here, at least. Carol Ann. Yeah. I didn't wake it. Maybe it was my own consciousness outside of my body. Oh, I'm also glad that my house didn't fill up with horrifying interdimensional monstrosities. Mainly because I hear that they have a really bad smell, and I don't like bad smells. So, main reason being that. What would only the real Chris know? What's your favorite movie? If you answer wrong, then everybody knows my favorite movie. 80s movie, The Goonies. Where I having crazy dreams? I don't remember. Oh, Chris doesn't remember something. A group of ducks with strobe lights. Sounds legit. I wish I had like a glitch effect. Just glitch effect. I gotta put that in the next one. That'll be fun. Oh my god, that's so weird, Linda. My friend Cody was just talking about doppelgangers with me. He said he had a perfect doppelganger that looks just like him. The only thing is he's a little more tan and he's got tattoos up and down his arms. Other than that, he looked exactly like him. Just talking about it a few hours ago. You didn't say E.T., now I'm worried. E.T.? Oh, the movie E.T. E.T. was my favorite movie? Oh, is that my favorite movie? Yeah, that's my favorite movie. Am I battery powered? No, I'm a coin operated boy. I take coin. Toss a coin to your witcher. You saw your doppelganger in the newspaper once. Did you track her down? Oh my, I said Goonies, did I? What was I thinking? That would be fun to find our own doppelgangers. Does Wegmans still have limited hours? You know what? They do, but they stepped it up. I believe they close at midnight now. They were closing at 10, and now it's midnight. What are my plans for the 4th of July? I honestly, I don't have any plans. I haven't heard from anybody doing anything, or I don't have any plans. I would probably guess that I'm probably just going to be here at home with my dogs, or maybe I'll go to my parents and hang out with them. Your sister had a doppelganger that lived in the same neighborhood. Now that's a weird coincidence. Target's open till 10. We almost stopped in Strong Hearts today. Strong Hearts on the Hill. But it was too late. I believe they closed it around 6 or 7. But we drove by a few times. Fireworks got canceled at beach. I actually just heard some fireworks going off before I pressed stream. Better safe than sorry. I always think of Aha when I hear that song. When I see somebody say better be safe than sorry. Take on me. I vaguely heard about. I did hear there was another virus, but I didn't hear any of the details. So no, I'm sure I'll hear it though. You love Aha, that one anyway. Everybody, I love Aha. Wait, I only know one song. No, the fireworks don't freak my dogs out at all. That Zeke's totally oblivious. Indy might be like, "Is it okay? All right." Name that 80s song. Name the 80s song. Or how about like words that we thought were something else? Toto, the song Rains in Africa. I always thought they were saying, and I would picture it too. I would always, they say, there's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. But I always thought, and try to listen to it next time and think what I was thinking, and you'll hear it. I always thought they were saying, there's nothing that 100 men on Mars could ever do. Mars, okay? And then, of course, I think everybody, I was just talking about this too, the James Blunt song, You're Beautiful. Think about, I saw an angel of Adam Shore. I'm like, who is Adam Shore? And I really thought that all the way until maybe like 6 months ago. Mars, Adam Shore. Try to listen to it now and hear Adam Shore. Well, obviously it really sounds like it. What else did I think? My friend a long time ago, this wasn't mine, this was my friend's, but she thought the one where stop in the name of love, that song, she thought they were saying stop in the neighborhood. Oh, I should, like there's a lot of them. I should have like made a list out, so because like I'm just trying to think of them off the top of my head, and it's not really, I'll think of them all when I'm not live, that's what'll happen. Owner of a lonely horse. Yeah, there's a lot of lyrics I just can't. I don't know. There's a lot of songs I've heard over and over. I just don't know what they're saying. Oh, and you guys probably don't know this one. I'm just assuming that. That's bad of me, right? To say you don't know this. It's a Skid Row song. I Remember You. And I was like, what are they saying? Dun, 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 dun. But now I know. I know now. Michael Jackson was saying, dig a post hole, don't stop till you get enough. Dig a post hole, don't stop till you... What song? I don't know the song. I can't. Plants for the Win, what's up? You heard Owner of a Lonely Heart today, that's funny. They have plant-based options at Royal Gorge in Colorado. Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. What's that song? I almost said that one, Carol, but then I didn't want to say it. Blinded by the light. It totally sounds like they're saying that too. Plants for the Win. This is a doppelganger, Chris. Oh, you're not supposed to tell everyone. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that one. The British comedian that does this whole stand-up. Sebastian Bach was on Gilmore Girls. Pour some shook up ramen. Yeah, I wish I could think of some more right now, but when I'm on the spot, I usually can't think of them. I need to sing. I can't sing as good as you. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys think of any. I know Weird Al has a bunch of them. I have a good voice. I never sang because I was told I had a I could not sing at all. I had a very bad voice. Karaoke nights. Wait, I'm thinking of one. Yeah, I could hear something like over and over and still not know what they're saying. Like the other day, No Doubt, when Gwen sings, "But some are all together mighty, frightening," and then what does she say? Because I can hear her say it, but like to me it's just like da, da, on you, and I don't know what she's saying. I try not to like Google them all the time. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna Google it. Okay, I Googled it. I know what they're saying now. And now forever I will never think of that anymore. Shout at the Devil. Those are real lyrics from Motley Crue. It's a song, Shout at the Devil. Dun, dun, shout. Dun, dun, shout. Shout at the devil. Funny thing about that is when I was a little kid, I listened to Motley Crue. Motley Crue was like my favorite band when I was like 10. And my brother made up a song. Instead of Shout at the Devil, he basically did the same thing. He made up his own version, Kill the Devil. And he had a whole song for it. And I sang it to him probably a year ago maybe. And he just started laughing. I'm like, hey, Pat, remember this? No, if you turn the radio on in my car, you have a good chance of listening to No Doubt. Don't know why. In the beginning, good always overpowered the evils of all men. I used to know that whole thing. But in time, our nations grew weak and our cities filled with slums, while an evil so strong. Motley Crue. Plans. My brother's version. You want to hear another funny story about my brother? Okay, so when I was little, my parents took us to church every Sunday. We were raised Catholic, and this is when my brother Pat was really young. Because let's see, how young was he? He was still in diapers. Okay, so I don't know, 2, 3. He could definitely talk, and he could walk and all that. So he's probably maybe 2 or 3. And my parent, this is, it's just me and my brother, because this is so long ago that my other brother and sister didn't exist yet. So we were at church, and my parents, we would go up and sit in the very first pew, the first seating, right by the priest. And there was this one song, like, every I don't know, every time the mass would be over, they would sing a song, and then go down the aisle, and that would be the end of the mass. And sometimes they would sing different songs, but there was one particular song that my brother really liked, and he decided to change the words of it. And they were singing "Holy, Holy Lord." That's what they would say, and they started singing it. Okay, and my brother decided to jump up and down in the pew, and my brother had like a really mean looking face when he was little. If I could find a picture, like he was always mad looking, even though he wasn't. That's how he looked. And I remember he was in the front row, and the priest started to sing that song, and my brother started jumping up and down, going, "Oh!" like pretending he had a guitar, going, "Holy, holy, bing, bing." And my parents, after that day, because he was so loud when he sang it, we never sat in the front anymore. We actually sat in the very back. Anyway. Wango Tango? There was a funny question. I don't know if this is true anymore, but we played Trivial Pursuit at my parents' the other night, and we played the original edition that we got. Now, this original edition was made in 1980, so you got to remember, all of these questions are almost 40 years old. So some of these questions are no longer relevant. Some of them weren't, but I got caught up telling you about the story rather than like what I was gonna. The question. Oh, the question was the only member of ZZ Top that doesn't have a beard. Who is it? Don't Google it. But anyway, it's pretty funny because his name is Beard. His last name is Beard. The only one that does. I don't know if they're all still alive or what. I think they're still alive. But the only one that doesn't have a beard, his last name is Beard. So he probably didn't want a beard because he always was called the Beard. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Frank Beard. You guys knew. Plants for the Win, Mantis. See? You guys knew that. You guys said it before I said it too. I love playing trivia games, and it was fun playing 1981 version of Trivial Pursuit with my parents. Frank Beard, I copied the other answers. We'll give it to you, Trini. Maybe we should do trivia game sometime. I just feel like there's a chance of too many people just being like, all right, I know it. Not saying that you guys, well, I know you guys went into it, but somebody would come in here, probably like a carnivore or something, and they would Google the answer and ruin it for everybody. So, yeah, I loved Weird Al growing up. I mean, I still love Weird Al, but I listened to Weird Al as a kid. A lot of his songs I still know by heart. What is the name of the alien species that E.T. is? It never said. I wonder if it says in a book somewhere, because it never says in the movie. Sina Supremus? Have you heard Richard Cheese? No? I'm not even going to say his nickname either, but... You went to a concert of Weird Al? Dr. Demento. Wow. Back in time. What's the name of the creatures and Aliens? Did you see Aliens? Did I see Aliens? I never saw Aliens. Oh, I saw the movie, yeah. Dawn of the Dead, he sings Get Down with the Sickness. I almost watched the remake of Dawn of the Dead a couple nights ago. But then I was like, yeah, I want to watch something I haven't seen yet. So I watched E.T. No, I'm kidding. Wow, you've seen Weird Al 7 or 8 times. Have you ever met him? He came into my friend's restaurant. Or no, he ordered from my friend's restaurant. I think somebody else picked it up. He turned into a crooner song. Yeah, I'd like to meet Weird Al. There's a Bob Ross game. when I was in high school. Well, I think the year after I graduated, one morning in my small little town, people were wondering there was flyers of Bob Ross with devil horns everywhere, all over my town. Bob Ross. I don't know who did it. It wasn't me, but I might have known who did it. You have a friend that did the animation for one of his music videos. Which video? Yeah, he seems like such a cool guy. Like, the first time I actually, I guess, listened to an interview with him where he wasn't like really in character or singing or whatever was with who does the was it Kevin Nealon? Is he the one? Kevin Nealon. He does those vlogs when he did a nature walk with Weird Al. It was cool for anybody that is fans of Weird Al and doesn't really know much about him. Check that out. It's sad what happened to his parents. You don't think it's a parody of anything? It's just a comedy song? What's the name of the song? Did you say? Let me scroll up. Oh, you didn't. Oh, If That Isn't Love. If That Isn't Love. I'll have to look it up. If that isn't love. Is that the love? Is that the love? Isn't that the love? Well, guys, I was only going to do this for a little bit, so I think we're good. I had fun telling you guys story time, and maybe I'll bring some old 1980s trivia questions for next time. If you guys promise not to Google, and we'll try to come up with the answers as best we can. Anyway, thanks for watching. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe from aliens if they're out to get you. If they're good and peaceful, then whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I was supposed to say zombies, wasn't I?